all you gifted leaders. Today I'd like to talk about policy versus heart. So I'd like to share a story with you. A dear friend of mine just had to make one of the most difficult decisions of her life. She had to turn off life support on her own son. She made that decision and her son passed. And then her and her son had been very close. Her son was 44 years old when she made this decision. They had talked, oddly enough, about services and what they want and that kind of stuff, even down to music. So my friend went to the church that she belonged to. And I want to say that her daughter was baptized in this church, and so she'd been an active member of this church for at least 36 years because that's how old her daughter is. When she went to the church, she said, I have this specific plan for the service, I have the specific songs, and I have things, I've already got scriptures that I'd like to have read. When the church leaders heard of her plan, they responded by saying that they have a specific service agenda that they have to follow and they have to do certain things. I'd like you to think about this as a leader. I believe, even after spending 20 years in the United States Marine Corps, I believe one of the hardest things we do on this planet is bury a child. I can't imagine having to be the one to make the decision to turn off life support. So here's a woman who's suffering in deep grief, deep sadness, probably some guilt because she had to turn off the life support. I know she's living with the doubts of, was it too soon? Should I have waited longer? Did I give him a fair chance? This is what this woman's in the middle of. And this church, more important, the leadership in this church, thought that policy was more important than heart. And here's what I want you to understand. This woman did have the service she wanted for her son. I was actually one of 3 musicians who were blessed to play the music that she wanted for that service. The church that had the leadership that would not budge off a policy has lost a lifelong member. And I can tell you, I am sure that this woman has told that story to more people than just me. And I wanted to share this story with you today because as gifted leaders, it's much more important that we follow our heart over policies. Because sometimes the policies, the rules, the procedures aren't as important as taking care of the people. Who do you need to take care of as a gifted leader? I've got faith that you'll step up and you'll do the right thing, and that you will play from your heart